All right, welcome back. John Walker Lindh, often called the American Taliban, is set to walk free from federal prison at any moment. Lindh was captured with Taliban fighters in Afghanistan after the 9/11 attacks. The California native is being released after serving 17 years of a 20-year sentence. CBS This Morning lead national correspondent David Begnaud is outside the prison in Terre Haute, Indiana, where Lindh is being held. David, good morning.
Anthony, good morning. The prison won't tell us if he's here or out. The prison website says he is still located inside the facility. Look, John Walker Lindh is getting out 3 years early for good behavior, and inmates who typically exhibit good behavior serve 85 to 90% of their sentence. But there are some United States senators who wrote a letter to the Board of Parole and Prison saying, you have not told us enough information about where you're releasing people like Lindh.
When John Walker Lindh was captured in Afghanistan in 2001, he told U.S. forces why he decided to join the Taliban.
My heart became attached to them.
Lindh was interrogated by CIA officer Johnny Mike Spann, who was killed shortly thereafter in a prison uprising. Lindh was taken back to the U.S. to face charges of conspiring to kill Spann. But in a plea bargain, he only admitted to illegally supporting the Taliban.
We still feel that he is radicalized and that releasing him into our public is a danger to everybody.
Allison Spann was just a child when her father was killed. Now a CBS affiliate anchor in Biloxi, Mississippi, she sent a letter to President Trump asking him to stop Lindh's release.
I wanted the world to know, hey, Mike Spann isn't just the first American killed in Afghanistan. This is Mike Spann. He has a family who loves him and misses him, and we're fighting for him.
In 2002, Lindh told a federal judge he made a mistake joining the Taliban and said he never supported terrorism. In a 2007 interview with CBS News, Lindh's father defended his son.
We know he's not anti-American. We know he doesn't have any sympathy for terrorism.
But intelligence reports from 2017 say Lindh continued to advocate for global jihad while in prison. There is bipartisan concern this morning about Lindh's early release. He is among the first of more than 100 terrorist offenders who are set to be let go in the next 5 years. Republican Senator Richard Shelby and Democrat Senator Maggie Hassan sent a joint letter to the Bureau of Prisons questioning whether enough is being done to protect the American public.
We need to make sure that when people are released, we've done a threat assessment so that we can plan their release accordingly, and we need to make sure that there is coordination with state and local officials.
So Lindh's going to be on a supervised release for the next 3 years, and the restrictions are pretty severe. Get this, I'm going to read it off to you. He needs special permission to use the internet. If he goes online, he can only communicate in English, and the device is going to be continuously monitored. And he'll also undergo mental health counseling. And Gayle, he's going to revoke his passport, right? He's got to turn it in. But here's what's interesting. We were reviewing some documents that say he wanted to go to Puerto Rico when he got out of prison. And as we know, you don't need a passport to get to Puerto Rico. So it'll be interesting to see where he ends up popping up.
Yes, a lot of people will be watching. Can't imagine what it's like for Allison Spann to be covering this story. On the other hand, the Lindh family has a different point of view.
Yes.
A lot of questions there. Thank you very much, David Begnaud.